Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Matt here, and we back with another episode of Matter of Fact MMA. So today I just kind of wanted to touch a little bit on the main event of this UFC fight night. I believe it goes down in North Carolina this Saturday. Jairzinho Rozenstruik steps in there in a heavyweight main event against rising, newcomer, up-and-comer, hype train, Jelton Almeida. Main event. Let's go. So I'm just going to get right to it. I mean, this ain't going to be a long take at all. I got Jelton Almeida. I mean, I'm sure I'm not, I'm sure I'm not the only person that y'all have heard that from, but that's who I got, and that's what it is. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, Jelton Almeida looks powerful, so I definitely say he could knock out Jairzinho if it stays standing. I feel one way or the other, Jelton Almeida is going to get it to the ground, and he's going to either finish Jairzinho with ground and pound strikes, or he's going to submit him. If the fight stays standing, I think Jelton, if he mixes in takedowns and tries for submissions, he would be able to outpoint Jairzinho at the end of 5 rounds and win. I think his stand-up is not necessarily the best. I'm not saying it's bad, but I think he's got good enough defense that he could, kind of ward off Jairzinho, keep him from, landing anything of any significance or getting knocked out or stopped. So I kind of feel like, I feel like it's Jairzinho's, I feel like it's Jelton's fight to lose in that respect. Now, Jairzinho has been a championship kickboxer in the past, so one has to think that if it does stay standing, of course, Jairzinho is definitely going to have the advantage. He's a very fast fighter, and more so than powerful, his strikes are so accurate that if he connects in the way that he wants to connect, he's literally going to flatten you. But I would argue that he's not going to flatten you from power. He's more so going to flatten you from the precision of his striking. But I think one way or the other, Jelton's going to be able to get this to the ground and either finish him with ground and pound or submit him. I think Jelton's grappling up against the cage, is too good if he keeps it standing. He might be able to even pull off a standing Kimura, so to speak. I could definitely see him almost jumping guard and kind of hanging on Jairzinho, then cinching up the Kimura, lifting that arm up, looking like I know what I'm doing, pulling it up. I mean, I could see a lot of different things like that, but either way, I've got to go with Jelton Almeida to win this main event this Saturday night. The way that I see it, the UFC is throwing this out there. The UFC definitely has their eye on Almeida, simply because if John Jones is going to retire later this year after fighting Stipe, or Lord knows, after that fight, Stipe is definitely not going to fight again. I mean, they're going to be needing contenders, or they're going to need somebody to fight for the vacant heavyweight championship. I mean, you got guys like Jelton Almeida, you got Tommy Aspinall in there, you got Sergey Pavlovich in there. So, I mean, you still got some guys, at play in the heavyweight division that they are definitely looking at and looking to do something with. So, we'll see how it all plays out, but that's kind of my take on it this Saturday night. North Carolina, going, and I put out that Petey Pablo reference on y'all. Y'all ain't even know about that Petey Pablo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't even know. As you taking your shirt off, waving around your hair like a helicopter. Google that. Throw that in your Apple Music. Listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but that's my take on it. I got Jelton Almeida for the win. Either via ground and pound stoppage, or by submission on the ground. So we'll see how it all plays out. Goes down this Saturday. I appreciate you guys for joining me for another video of Matter of Fact MMA. And I'll see you next time. Peace.